Dear friends, dissent and protest are pillars of any democracy in the world. The famous thinker of the Renaissance and Reformist movement in Europe, Walter, has said once that I do not agree with what you say, and to the death I will defend your right to say it. Was the famous quote given none other than the French philosopher Voltaire, which had led to the outburst of the French Revolution in 1789. The point here is that the Supreme Court of India, the constitutional bench, on many number of times has felt that time and again. Dissent is the safety valve of Indian democracy. In this connection, the Times of India, in its editorial today, has given a write-up. I will read it verbatim for the benefit of the audience to understand what things are going on in India, how the peaceful and assembly of protest made by the people of India have been crushed by the not by only by the government of India but by many ruling state governments against the will and wishes of the people for getting their genuine aspirations and demands. I quote, there is no democracy without a right to dissent. And right to dissent is not a 5-yearly concession available only on voting day. Citizens may disagree with the government on any issue at any time, but how? Not by crumbling at dinner tables. That's why freedom to protest publicly without harming others, of course, is respected in all genuine democracies. It has been described as a pressure valve that prevents violent upheavals. Article 19 of our Constitution guarantees it, although imperfectly, through freedom of speech and expression. But police across states have been showing a rising tendency to suppress it. That's why Bombay High Court Judge Matthew Jamdar's remark while quashing an order to extern a citizen are timely and significant. The judge reminded Maharashtra police that mere opposition to a government decision can't be grounds for punishment. Because if protest is criminalized, the question arises, are all citizens being made slaves? Independent India is a nation born of sustained non-violent protest. Unlike America, which is celebrating its 205th Independence Day today, we didn't go to war against the British. So, protests have greater sanctity in our public life. If it doesn't anymore, we should ask why. Is the contract between electors and elected broken? Is accountability off the table? While suppression of dissenters by police is disturbing, all political parties' failure to correct it is the real cause for concern, because it signals that such clampdowns are all right. As a nation, we are lucky to have a tradition of dharna, morcha, and other forms of peaceful protest. Research by Harvard Kennedy School professor Erica Genoveth shows peaceful protests have been twice as effective as violent struggles. In fact, no peaceful protest supported by 3.5% of the population has failed in history. Clearly, protest is one of society's intelligent regulatory mechanism. We can use more of it, quote unquote. The point here is that the editorial written by the Times of India today is an excellent document that must be adhered by all the stakeholders in this country, whether it is the government of India or other state governments, not to suppress the dissent voices of the people of this country. This is the message of this video. Thank you so much.